Hey, everybody. Welcome to 7th grade science on August 28th. I'm Mr. Sheridan, and here's what we are going to do today. First of all, I need you all to go into Google Classroom. You need to go into Google Classroom and do in fact, I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you exactly where I'm talking about. We're going to go into our Google Classroom, and you will see that the first thing you need to do every single day for every single class is do your daily attendance. You need to go in there and fill that out. For today, you can say that we are doing home observation. Can be the thing on the last question that you submit as far as what we did in class today. You can talk about home observation. I also want you to do this daily check-in. That just gives me an idea of who is really struggling right now. I unfortunately don't have time to check every single person. So what I'm doing is I'm sending individual messages to people who shoot me a note that they're struggling or they're just having a tough time right now. So I'm checking in with individuals who are telling me that they're having a hard time. So if that's you, that's anonymous. No one else will see that, but it gives me a chance to reach out if you're having trouble with anything. Okay, so first thing that you need to do today is I want you to go back through and review all of these things. Okay, so when I go into this particular assignment, assignment number 1, so we have week 1 formative assessment, and then it's assignment number 1, you'll see in Google Classroom, I show that 13 people turned it in, and there's 4 that still have it assigned. But frankly, I don't care much about that. What I want to see is I want to be able to go in here and I want to be able to see your slide deck. So if you haven't created a slide deck with an image on it, so yeah, Bree and I went a little crazy here. We did lots of images, but when you create that slide, I want you to make sure you put an image on it, and I want you to make sure that your slide is still in there and turned in. So part of what we're going to do on Fridays, you're probably not going to have a lot of super hard content to do on Fridays going forward. What I want to make sure that you're doing is you're going back and reviewing and making sure all of your stuff is turned in. So you can click turn in so that you don't get any more notifications from Google Classroom, so that it doesn't say, oh my goodness, you don't have this assignment turned in. So you're welcome to click that, but I really want you to go in here and just double check that you got your stuff done. So you can go into PowerSchool and you can see whether I've given you credit for that. I have not graded the assignments for this week yet. I'll do that this weekend. So you can go back in there and see what I have and what I don't, but I would suggest that you go back through here, go to your Flipgrid thing. I've had a ton of students who have told me that the only reason they can't use Flipgrid is because of their internet. And I am going to call you out on that going forward, because I have had some students that have really spotty internet that are capable of putting Flipgrid videos up. The reason we want to use Flipgrid is because it does not take as much internet as you videoing yourself and then submitting it on Google Classroom. So you need to keep trying with Flipgrid. If you have not submitted your video, it is not okay. You need to keep trying. If you need to email Mrs. Hartman, and there's a way to do that you can send her a message if you are still struggling. Send me an email and we will get you hooked up so that you can get into Flipgrid, because you need to create your video. You need to go all the way through all the steps so that it actually posts in Flipgrid. The assignment earlier this week was talking about the scientists that you chose as a part of that particular slide deck. So if you have any questions about that, please send me an email. Yesterday, we did our first YouTube instructional video. I hope you all got a chance to click on that link, this one right there. It will take you to YouTube, and you can watch that video and listen to me talk even more. So our assignment for today, I'm going to read through it really quickly. You need to look around your house and find one object that you think would help you conduct a science experiment. Okay, when you found it, create a slide in this attached slides file. You need to make sure that you write your first and your last name on that slide, and that you include an image, and then you tell us a little bit about the object that you chose. So for me, just as an example, I chose a measuring cup. Measuring cup is a good thing that you would need for science experiments. Okay, you could use it to measure liquids and malleable solids, things that you could actually stuff down in there to show how much surface area or how much mass or how much volume not mass, but how much volume you have of that particular malleable solid. So Then I wrote in a little bit of extra information about other measuring devices that could be useful for other things. So I want you to look around your house, find something that you think could be used for a science experiment. If you know of a specific science experiment that you could use that for, great. If not, if it's very common items around your house can be used for science. And what I really want you to focus on is the fact that science is all around us. All the things around our world, that's what science is. It's studying the things around us. So I want you to look around your houses, and I want you to find something that you think that you could use for a science experiment, and I want you to tell us all a little bit about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at any time. My email is Sheridan, Sheridan, and then my first initial, M, so Sheridan, M, at dansville.org. Or give me a call at the school, whatever you need. Get in contact with me one way or another. I hope you're all having a great day and have a great weekend.